Afternoon all. How are we doing this fine day? Hope all are well. Mr. Webble, good to see you. Hope all is well. Who do we have? Keomaster, Xanders, Love Rose, Helter Spawn, Walter, Keo, Elfie, Riley's back, Walter, DJ Super Panda, Red Eye Dutch Guy, thank you for the tier 1 sub. 16 months. That's many sub. Riley with a fresh 2 kilogram bag of Yorkshire tea. I can confirm that is the best tea. Has to be done. Old Grey Sheepdog, welcome in. Just Gluca, welcome, welcome. First time watchers. Casperito, Keyblade Miner, Mr. Wibble, of course. Briscoe, Fake Tim. Where's real Tim? Sorry, I'm sorry. Those days, isn't it? Terrible jokes. Thuldrak the Eternal. Sounds a bit concerning. Welcome in, welcome in. Seraphim Rock. Passing on all that food, wine and beer. I mean, we'll have a look in a minute, okay? We'll have a look. Golden Mester, welcome. Annika Unknown, Shark Dude, Racing Gamer. Dory's here. PDX Jeff, Jack. I think I'm almost caught up. I think I've said hello to everyone. You have a second account named Real Tim? I should hope so. Go scuffed. Hey, look. Those days are past us, okay? We're terrible at PvP. We know this. We shouldn't have got involved with the PvP in the first place. Oh. The Real Tim's here as well. There's going to be a fight in my chat. Supernova, welcome in, welcome in. I hope all are well today. Hope all are well. There should be a pinned message somewhere around here. Over there, maybe? There? There? Is that where it is? I don't know. I don't know. Over there somewhere. The Create Steampark World mod pack is out, as you can see, on CurseForge. I did a quick little logo. It's basically just me riding a roller coaster. It's fine. Just don't look into it too deeply. It's fine. But yeah, the pack is out in its basically as it is, exactly as I'm playing it at the moment. So it's probably going to change a lot over time. I don't know if it's showing up in CurseForge launcher yet, because that sometimes takes a little while. But if you do want to start having a play around with the pack yourself, so you can offer suggestions, let me know if you find any bugs, problems, things like that. Anything obvious that I've missed out, just have a little play around and let me know. That would be good. What I do need to do, however, is go to CurseForge. And you want me to look at the what? The Let's Do mods? Let's Do? Let's Do? Not finding them. Let's Do? Aha! What do we have? Vinery contains nearly everything needed for not only creating wine, but also for building up your own vinery. Doesn't feel very theme parky. Herbal brews. Immersive tea and coffee mechanics. Plant gathering, leaf drying, brewing systems, and cozy decorative elements for a calm atmospheric experience. So that one sounds a bit more theme parky, right? We can have tea and coffee. Hey, Harry. Welcome in. Gamer of Bolts. Good morning. Good morning. So many Tims. There are. Was there a Hacker 1v1? I don't know what that means. I mean, I know who Hacker was. Hacker was one of the soldiers who gave their life during Revoluni. Doing some morning things before work. Can't be active, but lurking. No worries, Rose. You lurk away. Just catching up with chat. Playing Pokemon Sapphire. I'll tell you what, I've never really played the Pokemon games. I mean, I've got like a giant Pokemon Lego set there. But that's purely because it was just a giant Lego set and I like building Lego. I don't really care much for Pokemon. Never played it. I just missed that. When Pokemon came out, I was like 16, so I couldn't play Pokemon. No. Let's Do series is a fun group of mods. Well, we'll have a little look. We can have a little look. Was that murder mystery that was done in your train station Just Create One Season 1 ever solved? No, I have absolutely no idea what that was about. To this day, I still do not know what that was about. It was just a thing. Thing that happens. Yeah, no idea what though. Oh, you're Hecker. I see. Hi, Hecker. Oh, you're Hecker 1v1. Right. Yeah, 1v1 was the bit after Hecker's name. Right. I get it. Yeah, it's all clicking into place now. So, look, I've been very busy this morning. I've been up since like 5 o'clock. Grandpa Beardstone. Well, I mean, I'm only just a dad, but I am an old dad, to be fair. I wouldn't say I'm a grandpa. And I don't intend to be for at least 18 years. At least, preferably like 30. That murder was just chosen messing around on stream. Oh, there we go. Mystery solved. Dion, how you doing? Are donuts considered theme parky? Yeah, I think... I feel like we might already have your mod in here. Potentially. We'll have a look. Anyway, right. Gallery, what do we got? Ooh. Little teapots. Nice. Yep. More flowery, bushy things. Crops. Brewing flasks and a man in a hat. Coffee beans in the wild. Lavender patches. Fancy. Okay, I mean... It's I'm gonna add it to a list because I've just released the pack, so I don't want to add anything right now, but I will open up Notepad and let's do herbal brews. I'm gonna make a little list and I'm gonna have a proper look at them. Farm and Charm. What's this? Agriculture and farmhouse cuisine. Minces, cooking pots, new grains and fruit varieties. I mean, it's got a cart. I kind of want to add it just for that. That one looks quite good. Wilder nature. Extra wildlife. We don't care about that. Beach party. Overhauls the beach biome. Okay. Cocktails and stuff. I mean, cool. Not sure if it's theme parky, but there's some cool decorative blocks within these. I like it. There's meadow, there's brewery, blooming nature, candlelight, bakery, furniture. Let's have a look at the furniture. What we got? Sofas and tables and things, little seats. Cool little things. I mean, there's some cool stuff in here. You should add a murder or death incident to Kev's theme park. I mean, that sounds a bit extreme. Old Grey Sheepdog. Today, we're probably going to start actually building the theme park, or at least planning some bits out. I think I just want to focus on the dock area to begin with. Just start working some stuff out. Playing some Apex Legends. Now that is something I've not played in a while. Leon's, yeah, bits and bobs. Yeah, we do have that. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's already in the park. Pack, not the park. Dior. Oh, I said bits. Great bits and bobs. This one? No, this isn't the same one, is it? It's a different bits and bobs. This one's got angled girders. Ooh, fun stuff. It's up to you, but adults like a good beer at a park. True. What are my interests outside of Minecraft? I mean, just gaming in general. I do thoroughly enjoy gaming. Board gaming. I play a lot of board games. Get away from the screens. I like a walk every now and then. Do like to travel when given the opportunity. Right. Anyway, we should play. Hey, I need to do some things. Do you look at reference pictures for ideas or just strict imagination? Imagination. No, I use reference images. You generally end up with better builds if you use reference images. So yeah, we're gonna look at the area that we want to change first up, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. So let me do that. There we go. Building time. Did I miss the pack getting released last week by chance? I didn't get around to it last week because I ended up painting my entire living room, which was busy week. But yeah, it is out though. There's a pinned message at the top, chat. But yeah, the pack exactly as it is how I'm playing it is now out. I sorted out a logo and like a menu screen thing for it. Yeah, it's got a menu screen now, I think. The pack I released has a menu screen. Does this one? I think this one does. It should be the same thing, right? No, not create estrogen. We don't have that in here. Not in this pack. Hey, Mist, how you doing? Scutty. Looking forward to getting back into games. We'll start a new Minecraft world soon with friends. Can't find the time at the moment with work and a newborn. Congratulations, Scutty. I know the stress of a newborn. Mine is 11 months old now. What specs does my PC have? I'll show you when we get in game. You can do custom menu screens. Yeah. Well, I changed the background and removed the logo and then put my logo on the background because I couldn't figure out how to replace the actual logo because I'm not that intelligent. So, yeah. So we've got a custom menu. You can actually change the buttons and things here as well. But I didn't mess around with any of that stuff. Hey, Uncle Brick. Yeah, long time no see, Mist. Hope all is well. You had a Doctor Who ride. I would have it with the TARDIS refined mod. That way you can make it where you're going inside the TARDIS where the rider will be housed inside. Rexington, how you doing? Welcome in. Multicode, I cannot believe I wasn't following. This is going to be fun watching coasters being made. Yes, although we're going to be basically doing a lot of the groundwork. Oh, I'll tell you what else I did. Yeah, put it on a server. Because this way, as we build... Oh, yeah, I need to add... I literally added framed blocks, which isn't in the release pack. I'll just remove that for now. It's gonna go dark for a second. But yeah, I thought framed blocks would be good. I watched a video by... I don't know who it was. It might have been Thebe Stone? I'm not sure. Someone built a wooden coaster, and the framed blocks just are amazing for the scaffolding on those. So yeah, so I've added frame blocks to the pack, which will be in an updated version soon. The Mitch Ninja, thank you for the Prime sub. 2 months. The pub looked great in Foxy's area, by the way. I had a lot of fun making that. It was nice to build in a different style. I've been building piratey for like months. So yeah, doing something cyberpunky, dieselpunky, dystopian, I don't know what that was, just grotty, was actually really nice. Platforms is another great mod for coaster structures. Good to know. No JCSMP spoilers, please. Riley. I built a pub. That's all you need to know, Riley. But then that's in the thumbnail. You're still on Kev's Rocket episode. Ah, okay. Yeah, that was such a strange situation. True Voltage, thank you for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. 3 months. You should have some abandoned areas in the theme park. Each theme park has one and a main control room. I mean, I don't know how much space we're going to have a whole abandoned area as well, but we'll see. We'll see. Right behind. That's only a couple of episodes back, right? That's not that behind. But at least you know that I'm never going to be streaming from JCSMP without warning. Obviously, if we do a stream weekend, then that's different. But you won't get spoilers on stream. That's the whole point of having a separate series over here. So it's completely removed from all the video stuff, and I don't have to stress about things, which is nice. Right, well, this is our theme park island, the seed we got last time, which is that on the screen, if anyone else will have it. That's the seed we're going to be using for this. And it's basically, well, that beautiful island and another little island over here. Well, a little island and quite a big one over there, I guess, actually. But yeah, so this is the area we're working with. I did put the world on a server and I've flown around a little bit just so I can load in the area we're going to be building in. But yeah, what I was saying there in regards to the server, as the world develops, as we build rides and things like that, I will basically turn it into, like, make a copy of the world, turn it into adventure mode, and people just be able to join in. And what's all this? What is that? Barnacles? Oh, supplementaries. I see. Right, we've got barnacles apparently. But yeah, so people are going to be able to, like, just during stream, it'll only be able to handle X amount of people at a time. I don't know how many people that's going to be, but it'll just be a first come, first serve thing, basically, during the occasional streams. How long will JCSMP continue to run for? Probably at least till the end of the year. Love that area for building. Yeah, so basically what we're thinking is, oh, wait a sec. We drew up a plan, didn't we? Didn't we make a plan? Where did I put the plan? Let's have a recap, folks. Probably in this folder. This one makes sense. Why is it not in that folder? Why is it not in any of the sensible places? I have to open Photoshop and have a look. Bear with me, chat. Working on it. That has all the things. It does. Almost looks like, is it a Nubla, the Jurassic Park island? It does, yeah. Not gonna lie, looking at the island on the map, it reminds me of the island from Sons of the Forest. Now, that's a game I've not played. Yeah, I've not played Sons of the Forest. There we go. There's our park plan. No. Right. So yeah, this is our loose plan that we came up with. This is all subject to change, apart from this is definitely going to be the port area. So that's where we're going. Well, don't do that, Eddie. So that's where we're going to start. We're actually, this is pretty much where we're hovering around now. And I was going to get rid of this nubbin here and make this whole bit across here the port, but I think I'm actually just going to build the port over here on this bay and then have it so you have sort of a big park entrance area here, like a plaza outside, maybe with a big park sign and a fountain. And then, if we zoom in, whoop, I remember how to Photoshop. Yeah, so basically we'll have the port here. So let's move this over. We have a big entrance bit there. Then we'll have the actual park entrance, which then leads this way on Main Street. And then from there, you'll be able to sort of fan out and go to the different areas. That's my thinking currently. You can't see any of this. Silly Beardy. I've been talking for ages. Scutty, thank you for the gifted sub. Not on screen, we can't see it. Yes, I know. This will happen a lot. I'm sure it all made perfect sense, yeah. Anyway, so what I was saying was we were going to get rid of this nub in here, which is the bit we're flying around next to at the moment in game. But instead, I'm going to do the port here. We'll have a big sort of open entrance-y, plaza-y type bit here as well. And then we'll have the park sort of main gate around here. And then this will all be Main Street and so on. That's what I was saying, okay? You're doing Steampark again. Will it be Rookborough vibes? I mean, it's kind of rude not to. I mean, this is... Essentially, we're going to be rebuilding parts of what we did in Perfect World 2, but better. So Main Street is still going to be a steampunk theme because I think that works well, especially with Create and what we're doing. So yes, that is still going to be that. And then we're going to have sort of industrial cyberpunky stuff over here. We've got a sort of cartoon / Tiny Big Land type thing. Then we're going to have a movie backlot because we think these will tie well together, and a bit of classic horror like Frankenstein type stuff. We've got Pirate Bay. We're going to have a big animatronic Kraken. We've got medieval fantasy with a big castle up here. That's going to be a big ride. We've got dinosaur area that kind of leads into medieval fantasy. And then down here, we've got like Vernian stuff. So water things. Basically, like 20,000 leagues under the sea, or however many, 50,000. I can't remember. We said all different numbers last time. Can you try recreate the proper flying coaster from Fly? I've already done that. That's already been done. Well, at least I inspired. My roller coaster was inspired by Fly. That's what we did in Perfect World 2. But we are going to be rebuilding a version of that on or off of the side of Main Street. Yes, that is the thing. You need a kiddie land. Well, the cartoon Tiny Land's going to be themed around that sort of thing. It's going to be more for the younger visitors. Are you going to keep it a mountain or are you going to make it into a massive volcano? I do not know yet. I've not made a decision on that. For now, we're basically going to put a tunnel through the mountain, so you've got easy access to the parks. There's going to be probably like a crossroads here. And then we're going to figure it out from there. I don't know other than that. Hi, Isaac. I mean, the rotating seats. So the rotating seats, we did actually figure that out on a couple of streams ago as well. So, yeah, we could potentially do something like that. Are you planning on doing building today? Yes. That is exactly what we're going to do. However, first, we should probably do a little bit of research. So let's switch some screens around. Dun-dun-dun. Just protecting myself a little bit here, like that. Sorry, one sec. Done. Sorry, one moment. It's going to be a hot day today. It's only 6 a.m. Your home's already 92. No, you don't want that. Oh, and there's a hype train going on as well. What did I miss? L-Rock, thank you for the Prime sub. And Scutty, I don't know if I said thank you for the gifted sub to Bagel. Rolash, how you doing? And Wonky Builder. I'd like to see you try a complex dark ride coaster with fast sections and slow sections, all in the dark. I mean, I do want to do some dark rides. I don't know about a dark indoor coaster. I'm just not a big fan of them in real life. Like, they're boring. There's nothing to see, is there? Every hidden area could be behind buildings or plants or walls. Take Bezos' money. I approve. Thank you, L-Rock. Greetings from Argentina. I did. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, my head's a bit all over the place today. As I say, it's already been a long day for me. Right. So... ports. Yes. Be zooming a bit. What kind of ports do we got going on here? What kind of port do we want? Do we want like a themed port? Or do we want just like a normal kind of port type thing? I'm not seeing much inspiration here, I'll be honest. I mean, there's some pretty weird stuff going on. That's a spaceport. That's not what we want. Disney World does it. Disney World port. Which one would it be? Do they have a proper port? I've never been to Disney World, so I don't know. I've only been to the one in Paris, which is fine. You could do an underground coastal ride with dioramas. Oh yeah, we'll be doing some stuff like that. Yep. I've got an idea for one that I already want to do. Indoor coasters when they break is interesting. Room suddenly lights up like a flashbang going off. Am I going to have a run at Eggs Maze? Of course I am. Yes. Do a stone medieval port with lots of beautiful lights floating around on streamers. Cedar Park is Sandusky. Has a dock area for people coming off of Lake Erie. So Cedar Park, Sandusky. Map. Let's see what we're looking at. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Trying to get it bigger for you. That's as big as we're going to get. Right. Okay, so they've actually got it just so people can park up their little boats. Don't you have caves? I do. There's lots of caves. JCSMP port with the members welcoming people. We'd love to see something like Dinosaur from Disney in the dino area. Port Orleans is a hotel. They have a port at Tokyo Disney. Look at... I don't know how to say that. We're not going to say that. But let's copy it. Search for it. Too zoomed in. Yeah, I think there might have been some typos in that. Okay, so port, red liquid all over the harbour. Everyone seems jolly. I mean, the thing is, because we're going to have like a pirate bay area, we're going to do a medieval piratey type port there. So I think this one just wants to be like a normal modern day port type thing, because it's not even inside the park at this point. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Let's just start placing some blocks and then we'll figure it out. Right, first thing we're going to do is, because we're doing all this in creative, of course, do daylight cycle false. We're going to turn off weather. False. Mob spawning and all that should already be off. No, I think that's fine, isn't it? Time set noon, and it'll forever be noon. Neon God, how you doing? Welcome in, and thank you for the hype train there, everyone. Enjoy whatever it is it gives you these days. Belantro, howdy. Freight like terminal potentially. I mean, it's not going to be a focus, I'll be honest, and I don't really want it to be a shipping port. Why not day? Because noon is brighter than day. Like, day is earlier on in the morning. Noon, the sun's at the highest point. So everything's just a little bit brighter. Right, I think I'm just going to start placing some blocks. So this bit here, I think we're going to do something with it, which is why I've decided not to destroy it. So I was just going to flatten it out and have a larger dock area. But instead, I think I'm just going to start by placing a few blocks. Figuring out how high up we want the dock to be. Maybe this sort of height. And we're just gonna wing it. Start planning things out. So how far out do we want to go? I mean, we probably want this bit to be quite long and straight, and then we can maybe sort of curve it round into that wall and have some shops or something under those cliffs. So we're going to put a nice curve in here. It's a bit soon. Curving too early. You should make something like the Velociraptor coaster from Universal Adventure Island in Orlando as one of your roller coaster rides. Potentially. Can't say I know it. Trying to get a nice curve on this. Work nicely. Gonna make the island a bit bigger, reclaim some land here by making that a dock. Not so keen on this bit here. See if we can soften this off a little bit. You got Axiom on here yet? Still need to sure. No, I don't have it. I'm sure I might potentially play around with it at some point in the future. But no, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. So if we do this. So at the moment, we're just going to be blocking things out. Nothing more than that. Then I think maybe we should have a bit sticking out here, potentially. Not sure. Maybe it's just that shape I'm not sure on. I've been working on your own theme park on Bedrock. I know how hard it is to build a theme park, but mine is abandoned Jurassic Park. Oh, that's cool. Could do a pirate-style port. Well, there's going to be a pirate port in the Pirate Bay, so we'll save that for there. Hey, Balrog. What do you call a mouse that swears? A cursor. Nice. Cool. Let me know. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play around with it at some point. That's as far as I've got with it. So I think what I might actually do, extend this out just a little bit more. Just messing around. Gonna try and figure this out. I just kind of want it to be a little bit smoother. Didn't do a very good job with my curves there. Then I suppose once we get all the overhang and stuff on, won't matter as much. Regarding amusement parks, did you hear about the new ride at Disney based on the Inside Out movies? It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. Oh, Balrog, you never failed to come out with the dad jokes there. I approve. Right, so let's get a different block just to line the edge of the dock with. Curves are perfectly fine, thanks. How did you eyeball that in? It always takes me 20 minutes of debate and rebuild before I get it right. You just count as you do it, basically. Go down in odd increments on the curves. That's generally what I do. Wing it and hope for the best. That was okay, that one. I've done better. Right. Oop. Gotta love the wand. Right, so here, I think I literally just want to put in a right angle right there. Make sure it's connected to the sea floor or people are going to get really upset. Right, let me do that. So when it comes to texturing and stuff, I guess Axiom might be useful for that, probably. I'm sure that's the thing, right? Right, let's get rid of that layer there. Then we can do that. Okay. From which mod is the wand? I think it's literally just called Construction Wands. Yep, Construction Wands revived, apparently. I don't know what happened to the old one. When you open this up, we will definitely find the one place you forgot to do. Oh, 100%. Yep. I would fully expect that to be the case. Axiom has some problems with Create Aeronautics at the moment. Ah, that could be a problem. Right. So basically, at this point, pretty much what I need to do is just make a humongous concrete slab and get rid of all this horrible, horrible lake and all these horrible trees. I think that's what we need to do next. You know? We'll start just by doing the dock, though, I think. I'm just trying to work out how far out I want to go. How far do we want to go? Let's... some tough. And I just want normal, smooth. Cut tough is what I want. There we go, cut tough. Right. So we're just going to put a line across here. Just going to fill this in. Do better, Axiom. Create some mob farm, even in creative. I've got mob spawning turned off. So nothing to worry about there. Then do we want to just bring this across this way? Oh, you know me. I love flattening out areas. Let's get rid of some of this. Quite like this potentially acting as like a natural barrier though here. Bit too much gravel for my liking though. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So maybe we should sort of fill in the rest of that wall. Let's just get this in. Be very careful not to place on top. I don't know if there's an undo. And I think eventually we'll make this wall area here sort of look nice, but I do like the idea of it being separated from the park beyond. Just build this up a little bit. But yeah, we're still in the very early planning stages though, so we don't need to worry too much about how everything looks. I just want to try and work out roughly what the layout of this sort of entrance area is going to be like. How we're going to do it. Right, so dock type area here. We could even put in like a sort of lower dock potentially. If we feel it's needed. Got a bit more connecting to the seafloor to do down here, but we'll tidy that up in a bit. Upgrade the wand with a destruction template and switch it to that mode. Would make flattening areas much easier. Upgrade the wand with a destruction. It's very hot again today. Why? Destruction. Let's just see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. How do I get to? I can't get to my personal crafting table. I'm in creative. How do I upgrade it? Just in a crafting table? I make mountains the same way. Don't tell Beard about destruction. It's too late. Crafting table. I mean, I probably could have checked, couldn't I? Right, crafting table. Boom, boom. Construction core. Oh. Restriction, none. Direction, target. Replacement, yes. Matching, similar, no. Random, no. I don't know what any of that means. Let's go click some stuff. We don't need any of this land down here, so what happens if we click this? No. That didn't destroy anything. That's adding land. That's not destroying a thing. You need to switch the mode. Ooh. Aha! Destruction core. Destroys blocks on the side face. Bam! Oh, yes. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. This is good. I approve. I approve of destruction. But I don't. I just want to destroy stuff now. Is that bad? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's undo that. That was loud. I'm so sorry. I got very excited. Never used to drop items. Well, it does now. For sure. Control shift right click for a menu. Control right click. Nope. 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 No alt, no control, nothing. Just switching between the two. Use the construction sticks port. Place a command block that constantly kills the entities. No, because I'm going to be putting entities into the world. That would be a bad thing to do. Right, it's very warm in here. I'm going to see if I can sort out the aircon, I think, and potentially make myself another cup of tea. I know we've only been going 45 minutes, but I'm already melting, as you can probably see. So, yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. Just let me sort this out. Anyway, the aircon is now on. We're in a better place. Yeah, you're going to be mad at me, but I need to just concrete over this whole area, really. So we can then start planning on it. Because we want Main Street to be flat. Hey, Kevin. I'm also procrastinating, as you can tell. Yeah, I think we just concrete over the whole lot. Because we know we want this bit to be flat, because it's Main Street. It kind of needs to be. And then we'll start planning. And then we can start knocking things down when we need to as well. Such as those trees. The question is, how far out this way do we go? That is a nice little bay there. Maybe we should put in a line. I need to remove these trees. What's going to be the best way to do that? I mean, this is getting rid of quite a lot of trees. If they end up hidden underneath what's left, but now we have the abandoned area under Main Street. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be a thing. I mean, this destruction core is pretty good, to be fair. It does make fairly quick work of this. You do some programming and mod dev work, but you don't want to. I mean, that's fair. We're all like that. Love the starter trio behind you. Yeah. That was a big fun Lego set to build. Can just mindless destruction. How every theme park starts. How low we need to take these trees, but let's be low enough. Fast leaf decay. We do have fast leaf decay. I don't know how to do replace, if I'm honest. You just sort of select an area and replace leaves with air. Is that how that works? Right, that should be enough for now because we don't want to be coming out quite this far. So I think what I'm going to do is put in another wall. At the right height? Nope. Let's use stone and do it at this level. Right. Sorry, I'm counting. That's why I'm quiet. Okay, something like that. Think that could work. We should destroy a bit more of this. Right, that should be enough space. So let's turn this into that one again. Yep, I know what I'm doing. Now we're just going to fill out this area. You can see some cogs turning. I was counting numbers. Right, I've got too far on this side. I need to put the edge on before I go any further. That's this one. There we go. Should probably put stone underneath as well. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Carry on filling this bit in. Yep, this is a nice big area. We'll be able to plan lots of stuff for the entrance here. And don't worry, we are going to make a lot more of all the height variation and stuff actually in the park. I think it's fill something minus 20 something. Oh, okay, so yeah, coordinates. Minecraft arcade log, place Minecraft air. Should we give it a go? So let's go here. So fill. I'll tell you what, we can just get rid of everything, can't we? Ooh, too big. We can just get rid of everything. It doesn't matter. It's not just the leaves. It's literally everything. So let's do that. Still too big. That's twice the size it can be. Oh my. I mean, we don't need to go down quite that low, do we? How low do we need to go? How low? Nope, still too much. We'll find a place eventually where we can do it. Excellent. One might say that did the trick nicely. These last few bits. Why haven't you installed World Edit? I don't know how to use World Edit. I mainly wanted creative so I didn't have to go resolve everything. We're doing this in creative. So we have access to everything all of the time. We're just chilling. If we get the trees, all the leaves will go anyway, won't they? I think the modifier is for doing it locally around you. Let's just copy the whole command. Help. I made it a command. That's not what I wanted. That was not the command. So, what we need to do... Minecraft. So, air, place, dark, oak. I mean, we were almost there. Fine. Let's just smash. Fine. Oh, big oak trees. That's a lot of fun. All the wood. Destroy all the wood. And all the leaves go. Right. So loud. The leaves breaking is so loud. Is it now? Blocks. There we go. Is that better? Okay, I've got it backwards. Look, it was a good effort. It was a good effort. Right. Music pumping. Let's do this. Oh dear. Right. Let's just fill in this bit at the end here so we're not missing this. Why not? Right. We're going to be able to do so much planning. Trees are in the way. I'm quite enjoying the destruction process. Much better. Okay. Just having fun smashy smashy. Yep, I actually am. The destruction core is great fun. Can recommend. And we pretty much want to take this all the way across to the back line here, and then that's where it's going to go up into the dinosaur area. So let's just fill this bit with air. I'm not going to destroy any country. What? Where's that come from? Too many. Still too many. Okay, I guess that got rid of most of what we needed it to. More smashy smashy. It's fine, we don't mind the smashy smashy. Smashy smashy is somewhat therapeutic. It is actually. It's quite relaxing. It's more relaxing than finding that I'm trying to fill too many blocks at once and not being able to. That just makes me sad. Sad is not relaxing. Yep, sorry, mushrooms. You gotta go too. Tree's gotta go. Back size is a game rule, is it? Ah, so it can be changed. Is that what you're saying? Destroying an entire dark oak forest here. We're gonna have to get rid of some of these trees on this side as well. Smashing is fun. I mean, this is Michael's fault for putting a dark oak forest here we didn't need. Exactly. Prolash gets it. Not my fault. Right, that'll probably do for now. We can start planning. Should probably sort out this bit as well. More smashy. So, game rule max. Block. No, it's not. It's not a thing. Not a thing. Yeah, family friendly stream. I'm always family friendly. If I'm streaming with others, sometimes that I'm not in control of that, but I personally am indeed family friendly. To remove a little bit more of these treetops. That one's gotta go. That one's gotta go. Okay. Sorry, sir. This tiny little tree's gonna have to go as well. Right, that should be enough. Dang it. Missed a couple of blocks. Okay. Lots of space to start mapping things out. kind of feel like this bit needs to go now. So can I get rid of it to like this sort of space maybe? As I say, we'll worry about tidying all that up later. Now let's just make space. I was using the Wonder Lot in Perfect World 1 and I never knew it could do this. Or if I did, I've completely forgotten about it. Very handy. Okay, should do it. We've got another command to try. I'll try that in a sec. Yes, lots of space to work with. So now what we need to do is work out what we want to do for an entrance. So if this is going to be the sort of dock offloading area, maybe the entrance should be like a diagonal type thing. Or do we want to put it out this way? What are we thinking? Smashy, smashy to spacey, spacey. So. Is it still game rule? 1 block modification limit. Is this the one we think it is? Set it to whatever you want. 50,000. Okay, we'll just see what happens later. Right. We'll see what happens if and when we need it later. Okay, so I feel like we do need some kind of barrier here. So if this is going to be like the docks area, what I should get is some wool. Everyone loves designing things in colourful wool. So let's grab some wool colours. It's planning time. So what I'm thinking is maybe have some shops along this area here, or some form of a building that's going to separate the theme park area from the dock area. And then we'll have a gate around here somewhere, potentially at an angle. The other question is, do we want to have like a train that goes around the park or a monorail? We probably do. So do we want to do like a train station over the entrance again like we did before? What are we thinking? Input people, what do you think? Hanging monorail? I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's hanging or not hanging at the moment. It's more a case of, do we want to have a monorail station at the entrance? That's the question. So I feel like we do need some kind of a dividing line to separate the port from the park. So let's just put in a line here for now. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with that later. What that line's going to be, I should say. I mean, I do feel like some shops, maybe like some merch stalls and things like that. I think like Disney Village at Disneyland Paris, for those that have been. I assume they're in other areas, Disney World places as well. So you have like a few shops and maybe a restaurant outside that you can visit out of park hours, right? And then you have the park. That's what I'm currently thinking. So I'm just sort of marking off an area that could be used to build shops. Restaurants and things like that. Maybe a little shop in the corner here like this. So we'll have some shops in that sort of area. We'll worry about the shape of it later. Hydrate. Will do. The entrance or at the end of Main Street. Accessibility would say entrance. I'm thinking entrance as well because, as you say, accessibility, but also on Perfect World 2, I put a monorail. Like, there was a train that brought people in, so there was a train over the entrance, but there was a monorail sort of towards the end of Main Street, and that actually blocked the view of everything beyond it. And I don't want to do that this time. Only if you try to modify the higher number. Setting the value won't freeze the game. Only trying to fill a huge number of blocks will. Right, okay. We'll figure it out later. Okay, yeah, so if we had some shops there... And I feel like maybe we want to do similar here as well. Have another building or something that kind of funnels people into this central street. Or funnels people into this area here. We want to have an angled entrance. Could be dangerous. But if we put the entrance here at an angle, I think that could actually work quite well. So let me just... We'll decide, as I say, what to do with these spaces later on. That's not important right now. Trying to work out how we want to do this. Maybe a welcome center with a map of the park. Yeah, that could be. I mean, we're gonna have to have like ticket sales offices and things like that as well. So that'll all kind of be out the front here. I'm just trying to work out, like, if we were to have the entrance here, you'd then turn around to the right a little bit, and then this, over this way would be Main Street, is my thinking. But then you could also go off this way and get into the park over this side without going through Main Street. I think that's probably a good idea. So, have a look. Top-down map always helps. So we could have like a big fountain here, shops around this way, main street there, more buildings around this way, and then a walk that goes off this direction, and then we've got all this space here for our version of Rookborough. Maybe that's the way to do it. So let's find roughly a center point here. Doing some counting again. Just working out some sizes. Oh, we could go more this way. Yeah, let's do that. So 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Boom. Right. It needs to go a bit more this way, I think. I don't want to measure it out, because we're only doing it roughly. But I suppose it doesn't matter, because we're going to be bringing in the buildings around it, aren't we? Ignore me. Blazer Box, welcome in. Reminds me of a Stam creative world. So colourful. I mean, it's the easiest way to see what you're doing, right? Looks round enough to me. Let's try a slightly different version on this side. Wait a minute. Oh. Is this one not as long? Is this one too long? Yes. Thought it was off. There we go. Right. What looks rounder? Quite similar, aren't they? They are quite similar. I think I prefer the big one though. Just mark the center. Okay, and then we're going to want a bigger road. Going around that. This is always the horrible bit, doing the outside circles. World of Color update coming in clutch. Because this bit here is going to be really like long and straight. We don't want that, so we're going to have to mess with that a little bit afterwards, I think. So let's go extra one there. How's that look? Better, but still not right. All right, that's pretty good. Why not use the Wand of Symmetry to build? Because that would be clever, and I forgot. Oh dear. Plots comes in clutch as well. To be honest, plots is where I first learned how to do circles. Thanks to that. I think this one here needs to come out another block though. Thing is, I built so many circles with plots that I kind of got better at winging it, basically. I mean, that's close enough. That'll do. So I overlapped by 2, then I did 4, 3, then 2. Jozza coming in with the raid. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Raiders. How you doing? Miss Dealey, Tenny's here as well. One, two, three. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that seems to have worked out about right. We're drawing circles currently. Mama Sugar, how you doing? For more oblong stuff than circles. Yeah, I have used it for oblongs recently with airship stuff. Sussy Beach Racer does good. Welcome in. Connor Cactus. Yeah, those of you who are just coming in, we're basically, I've made a new mod pack. It's linked in the description for making a theme park using Create and Create coasters and lots of other cool stuff. You got a timeout? Yeah, my bot can be a little bit vicious sometimes. Doesn't like caps. I'm sorry. Deep Sky Miner, how you doing? And Eds, welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, so we're just starting to plan out a theme park on our wonderful island resort, basically. And we're going to have like an entrance port type thing here. The park entrance, we're probably going to shuffle it that way a little bit. But the park entrance is going to be around here somewhere. And then this is going to be the sort of the wheel in the middle. And then from here, you're going to go off that way onto Main Street. Or you'll be able to go off this way into other areas of the park. That's the current plan. That's where we're at. I'm just currently working out circles. Lots of circles. Oh, got that right as well. Okay. What was you up to on stream today, though? How was your stream? What you been doing? Jozza? Cyrex, how you doing? Yes, yeah, I would have done if I'd remembered sooner. But yes, we really should. When we start replacing the ground, we'll actually do that. A little bit off. A little bit not right, isn't it? I think I need to sort out these bits here. I think having 2 2s too much. Might be just better off with that. going to upset me. Right. This one. All right, that feels a lot better. Yeah, that feels better. That'll do. Just moving along, trying to finish the project, which I might have bit off more than I could chew. Yeah, well, I might be feeling that in a month or two. Is this a full creative build theme park? Yes, so this will be a full creative build theme park. Basically, I mainly do YouTube. I've only just got back into streaming after a good few years hiatus, apart from Jingle Jam stuff. And I wanted to have something that was just for Twitch, just stream only. So we're literally just going to be building a theme park in a creative world. We've spent the last 3 or 4 streams building the pack for it with the community's input as well, which has been lovely. And that is actually linked at the top of the description. That is now out, at least the first version of it. And yeah, basically, once we've got some stuff to actually explore, viewers are going to be able to come on and have a run around, enjoy the rides, play around, all that sort of stuff as well, which should be good. Very much looking forward to. But at the moment, we're just in the early planning stages. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll have a big sort of... Well, we'll have a road that goes around here. So if that's going to be the road, we're then going to want a path that goes around that. So the shops are probably going to want to come out to that sort of distance. He thinks. Still trying to figure out what I want to do with the entrance and how I want to do it. Like, an angled entrance is scary. So maybe what I should do... So, wait a sec. So, central bit. Path. I guess all this bit out the front's probably going to be road, really, isn't it? My brain. Thanks for the loot, Rogue Wolf. Crafty Drow. I just... Also, somebody else reminded you. I was going to say I didn't do that. Mum Crafting, how you doing? So what's your project, Jozza, if you're still here? Obviously, if you've got a raid and run, that's all good. What's my all-time favourite roller coaster? And would you want to recreate it here as a centerpiece? My all-time favourite at the moment is probably actually Fly in Fantasia, and we are going to be doing a recreation of that in this world. Not like for like, but we're going to build a ride that's inspired by it, which we have done before Create Coasters came out. But yeah, we're gonna do it again. Hopefully better this time. I'm just... My brain is slowly ticking over as I'm slowly working out how we want to do this. I wonder if maybe we put the entrance across here. So if we would have that as the entrance... Then we could just have a bunch of buildings and shops and things around here, potentially. Or, of course, we could build a station that goes over the top of it, like we did in Perfect World 2, potentially. So I'm just going to mark out some sort of rough building shapes of things we could put in here to block off the park from the not park area. See, now I want to move the entrance over this way. Oh, it's tough. Imagine a mechanical bearing gate that opens the park with a daylight sensor. Could do that. Fly is an amazing coaster. It is. I guess Joseph was building a cozy medieval village in the mountains. It's going pretty good so far. Nice. Yeah, I've been building in the mountains on the Just Create server lately. It's a different kind of challenge, but I am enjoying it. It's good fun. See, this almost makes me want to send the main street that way. And then turn this bit into the Brookborough type area. So much more space this way, though, isn't there? Should we move the entrance over to, like, here? So when you come in, you hit this circle, and then you've basically got a route that goes this way, which, if I remember correctly... Let's hop over to our plan, and I'll actually show you the screen this time. No, not that one. This one. So we've kind of, at the moment, taken over this area here, right? So what we could do is, yeah, move the entrance there. Then have Main Street this way, and then we'll have like an entrance to the Cyberpunk Dieselpunk area here. Around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, because that's an edge there, isn't it? Oh, this is so confusing. My brain. Thank you for the lurk. Thinky. But I do feel like the entrance should be a bit more central to the circle. So maybe we should move the entrance over this way. Don't mind me, just placing more blue blocks. It's upset me. There we go. Digital Dream, thank you for the Prime sub. The only other thing I see is a diagonal Main Street, but that'd be a pain. Yeah, I'll leave all the like diagonal building stuff to Imagineer Dave. He's got that nailed, and I have no desire to do that level of diagonal builds. He's very good at them. He's very, very good at them. So if we are going to have a monorail or a train that goes around the park, I think we probably should put a station over the entrance. Just because it looks good. And I do like what we did with Perfect World 2 in that regard. But I reckon we could build a better station. That means we can get rid of all this. And then, I mean, that could pretty much just be a wall, a nicely decorated wall. Because this is all going to be like the backside of these shops and things, right? So the monorail is going to have to, like, go over the roof of the shops, potentially, pull into a station here, and then go off this way. Maybe. Maybe. Thank you for the lurk, Multi. A diagonal main street would be 1.21 times longer than a straight main street. Yeah, I'm doing diagonals. We'll do some diagonal buildings and things, of course, but I'm not doing a whole diagonal main street. That's just... no. I do not wish to do that to myself. So we won't be doing that. Right. So... let's figure out where Main Street would be. That's the road. How wide do we want the road to be? Probably like 9. So let's mark out the actual road that's going to go down the center of Main Street. Big long road. So did I, Yamaha, but sadly, the series itself didn't actually do that well on the channel. So yeah, but it's okay. We're doing a creative one now, and we will do occasional updates on the channel as well. Just be a, hey, look, this is what we've been doing on stream. Come check it out. But yeah, but doing the whole thing in creative means it's going to flow a lot better as well. Because the problem with Perfect World series was, for example, doing the log flume. I don't know how many episodes that took me, but it took me like 6 weeks to build it because I was doing it all in survival. And I've got to put out videos during that time, so you end up with 6 quite like after a while it's a bit samey, if you know what I mean. And I think that's probably why the series didn't perform as well as I would have hoped. Don't mind me, just making my life difficult in future. And maybe put a straight building in here. So that's just the road bit, and then we're going to want a path. Path like 5 wide, maybe? And then this is where we'd start putting the actual Main Street buildings in. So this is quite cool, actually. We could have a service entrance here. So if we had a service entrance here, because this would be around the back of Main Street. So that could work well. What is the park's mascot? No idea yet. No idea. The problem with survival is the survival aspect. I get that a lot, especially with this being your job. So, to be honest with you, I absolutely love playing in survival. And I do that for my YouTube series. Like, it's a lot of fun. But sometimes I just want to build really big stuff. And that would be today. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure what that message is. Sorry. Too many spelling errors, I can't figure it out. I'm sorry. Maybe a stone with a beard. I mean, honestly, no idea. No idea. Maybe we'll make something, design something at some point. Maybe we can speak really nicely to Kev and ask him to design us an entity on Blockbench we can use. Okay. Is the vision starting to come together now, chat? Is it starting to make sense now? So we'll have a bunch of shops and buildings that go around here. We're going to have... this bit here is actually going to go off, and I think the start of the cyberpunk area, like the entrance to it, might actually be over here. Let's get brown brown. So yeah, the grimy sort of cyberpunk type area. I want to have the entrance over here. Actually, let's get one more building in first. One more cheeky little building. So let's go. Boom, boom. So yeah, maybe just another building here. It's a nice big one, this one. This one's probably going to be a restaurant of some kind. Sorry. Excuse me. That took me by surprise. Right, and then, yeah, we'll have the entrance to Cyberpunk Dieselpunk Land over here. And then we can have a nice, like, bridge that goes across into Cyberpunky Dieselpunk Land. And then we can have a nice walk along the front here. Got tickle in my throat. Ooh, the bots from Just Create. They could be really good. Community quest for making a mascot. I'm sorry, I've got a really dry throat. I'm going to need to go get a glass of water. All the good. Yes, this is Girderland. Over this way. I feel like these shops might be a little bit too far away from this bit here, maybe? Yeah, actually, no, it's not awful. Nothing. I know nothing, Riley. Mascot is just a giant girder. Mascot Dave. I mean, it could be Dave. We do like Dave. Is my throat cleared? Feels a bit better. Got a bit fine to that. Yep, making some horrible shaped buildings over here. I must really hate myself. So this one is going to have another road coming out this way potentially. This is a really awkward space. I mean, there's probably enough space for me just to do that. And then we can put a different building in here. No, still not a lot of space. Do you feel like there needs to be something there, though? As I say, this is going to be another road coming off this central struts. This one's going to go off towards Tiny Cartoon Land. Going to be off in this direction. Then we're going to want a great big area over here, which is going to be Rookborough. So we've got to figure out how we want to do that. Hey, Star Terrestrial. Imagine Entity Dave. So maybe here. Should probably have a little bit of symmetry going on. So mark out a few more buildings. We're gonna have to come up with a lot of shop ideas for these things, people. I mean, some of them can just be facades. They don't actually have to have stuff inside them, I guess. So there's always that. Then what we have to bear in mind is that this side here is going to be in Rookborough, or our version of, and this side here is going to be Main Street. But luckily, they're a similar kind of theme, so that's good. As I say, this is going to be the road that comes this way, and then I guess at some point it's going to need a gate to show that it's going somewhere else, but we'll worry about that later. Dave Gift Shop. Can I design a mascot? I love to make characters. I mean, people are welcome to design mascots, but I won't be able to confirm whether I'll actually use any of them or not. But yeah, if you treat it as like fan art kind of thing, but yeah, it's one of those things where if people are making stuff for me, I prefer, if I'm going to use it, then I would pay for it. So yeah, bit of a tricky one. I don't like crowdsourcing, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, I feel like we're making progress with our plan here. But I also feel like I need to get myself some tea. So that's where we're at. Michael Moose, I have a question. Are you just going to build a bunch of roller coasters and rides, or will you make some gift shops and food stalls? Oh no. We're building a theme park, not just a bunch of roller coasters. It's gonna have everything. This is very, very, very much a long-term project, by the way. So you know, don't expect to see a fully fledged theme park with roller coaster and anything anytime soon. It's gonna take a while. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, let's go 7. So maybe this would be the entrance to Cogsberg. I think that's what we called it, wasn't it? So yeah, that'll be the entrance to Cogsberg. Which means our first roller coaster will be going in this area here. And you'll see it like peeking over the top of the buildings and things. It's going to be wonderful. Wonderful, I tell you. I don't think I need to worry about marking out any more buildings this way. We know that that's just going to be Main Street now. That's going to leave space behind here for us to either do train stuff or potentially make it into sort of a backlot type area. But yeah, I think this could work nicely. Not so sure about this bit over here. Yeah. Not sure what to do with this area. We'll figure it out. I mean, we could put a small ride there, like a flat ride, just like a little carousel type thing, maybe. Who knows? Could you do portals into each area? Nah, that's boring. That's boring. We don't want to do portals. We'll have trains. We'll have monorails. We'll have other ways of getting around. For sure. Teacups. I think we'll fit teacups in there. We could just make it like some shops or potentially a meet and greet area. Something like that. I don't know. I just know that we need something to break up that space there. Could be anything. A bear shop. I mean, we can definitely do a bear shop. If I remember correctly, we do have a selection of plushies. Look at this. Loads of plushies. Wait a sec, don't we also have loads of cool hats? We do. Should put a hat on. Bread on head. Oh, I've got to try that just for Kev. All these hats. Is there a builder's hat? There's a dwarven miner's hat. Is there a builder's hat? Because I'm definitely in construction mode right now. Why, there's so many hats. How is there not a builder's hat? Am I just missing it? I mean, there's a drinking hat. There's a plumber stash. There's lots of crazy RGB stuff going on. Farmer's hat. There's all kind of hat stuff going on. Big ribbon. I mean, what hat should we wear? Hard hat? I can't see a hard hat. I was looking for a hard hat. I could be a Victorian plague doctor. Slot, hat, head back belt. I don't have a hat slot. Huh. Open accessories screen. Hello. Aha. Now we're talking. Redhead. I mean, Kev would be happy. We've got a face slot and a back slot. And then you got your cosmetic slot as well. It's all going on. Nice. Propeller hat. Propeller hat. Let's give that a go. I mean, we've got to try these things now, right? Oh, where's it gone? I don't know where it's gone. My music stopped. That's not good. That means we've made it to the end of the playlist. I definitely need to go make some tea. There you go, have some more music. Any plans for a Perfect World 3? Well, Perfect World post-production is basically Perfect World 3. Just with a different name. I did a Valve. Okay, I need to hide my goggles. I'll do that in here, right? Skin customization. There we go. Excellent. And on that note, I am going to go make some tea. It swallowed the hat. Yeah, no idea. No idea. Right, I'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy the music. Let's crank it up. Whee! Go get some tea or a drink or something. Stretch your legs. Touch grass. I'll be about 5 minutes or so because my kettle takes forever. See you in a moment. Told ya. Kettle takes forever. Bread, Mr. Breadstone. Just catching up on some old comments. Touches grass, melts into a puddle. Yeah, there's a bit of a thunderstorm on the horizon, so I don't know how much longer we'll stream. What is reality? I'm not a philosopher. Jeez, what you guys been up to during the break? I think it's the layer above us. This is unreality. Question is, are we all living in a simulation? What do you think about simulation theory, huh? Tickle your fancy? Right. So I am quite liking the planning and the layout so far. I think this is going to work. So if we just mark out in brown, just some dots. These aren't buildings. This is just me marking out areas. I feel like I kind of want that road to sort of peter out and then funnel people this way. So it'll start as a road and then there'll probably be like a big entrance thing here. Should probably make that dotted. So that'll be sort of a gateway that goes into the cartoon area, is what I'm thinking. So that'll probably back onto a building there. But then once you get to this side, it wants to be all cartoony. This will be the gateway. You'll go through. Things will be a bit cartoon. Oh, actually, no, I suppose it won't. At this point, it's just going to be a road, isn't it? We're definitely in the Matrix. The Hatswell doesn't have a construction hat. It didn't, did it? I should definitely be wearing one of them, but as we don't have one, propeller hat it is. We're definitely in the Matrix. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Huh? Caught in a landslide? No escape from reality. If we aren't actually living this life, at least it's a dope augmented reality. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. But with bugs, yep. And no one's putting out fixes. Gateway is what I meant, rather than Minecraft portals. Yes, so there will be gateways into the different areas. Oh, you're thinking like Epic Universe portals. That kind of thing. Yeah, kind of. So we're probably not going to have a gateway here. It's too soon for a gateway. So this will be kind of like an unthemed interconnecting path area. That's what this will be. Which means we're probably not actually going to have a proper road coming out this way. Destroy the road! And if we're not having a proper road that way, we're probably just going to have a gap between some buildings. Right? That seems logical. So now I need to put in more... Jeez. So maybe there'll be another building here. Another funky shaped building. It's going to be so fun building in this area. Right, so yeah, buildings that way. This will be a building at the back of Cogsburg, whatever we call it. But I wonder if maybe with Cogsburg, I'm just going to mark one great big outline for it. Sort of do that and push people over towards the edge a little bit. Maybe not quite that far. And this whole bit here really is probably going to be Cogsburg as well. So Let's go over this way a little bit. But what we'll actually end up doing is, before we put all these buildings and things in, is we'll actually build the roller coaster. Because last time I did it, I did some of the buildings on Main Street, and then I did the roller coaster, and some of the buildings blocked bits of the roller coaster I wanted to be visible and so on. So we're going to build the roller coaster first, and then we're going to build up all the area with all the buildings and all that stuff. But first, no. Just want to mark off what's in the area, so let's do it from this side. Just mark off a great big area where we can start designing a roller coaster. Probably in the next stream, realistically. And that's probably roughly the size that I'd want it to be. If you're doing a scary ride, you could make it include ghost copycat blocks so people can't see the next bit to it. Yeah. You can just go straight through those, can't you? Kind of in the name, I guess. Because, yeah, somewhere around here, we're going to want to have an entrance into the mountain for a cut-through to the other half of the park. And this bit here just looks like the perfect place. So you'd have your main street here, and then you'd have a path this way that cuts through the mountain. And then you'll have a path that goes off that way, a path that goes off towards Pirates, and a path that goes down towards Movie Land and all that stuff. I think that could work. And now we're actually starting to build in the area. It's a bigger area than it first looked, I have to say. Definitely a bigger area than it looked. Would Oompa Loompa go in cartoon or movie lot? So I think the current thinking is cartoon is more sort of like Tiny Big Land, if that makes sense. Think like you know, the computer game Grounded or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So it's that kind of thing. But it's going to be done with a very cartoony look as opposed to realistic. I guess that's kind of what we mean by Cartoon Land, if that makes sense. And then next to that is going to be the sort of Art Deco, classic Hollywood kind of movie lot type thing. And then that's going to lead into, off the back of that, rides and things focused around like Frankenstein and Van Helsing, that kind of thing. Those kind of early 20th century, late 19th century monsters, basically. So Oompa Loompas wouldn't really go in any, to be honest. But I do want to do a dark ride that's a bit like the whole Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Chocolate River thing, though. Just some creepy music. Some of the Foxy Pops running around, those sorts of things. So I reckon that's a pretty good sized area for a roller coaster, right? I reckon that's going to work quite well. Yeah. I'm pleased with the planning so far. So we'll have our dock here where the big boats are going to pull up and drop people off, and then reverse out and go away again. So we're going to need to design a massive boat as well, because we're going to have a boat that comes and goes, right? We can't just say, oh yeah, no, this is just where people arrive on a boat that doesn't exist. Can't have that. Foxy Pops running around would definitely be scary. Yep. I reckon. Especially because if you ignore them, they get more and more angry. And then they start losing limbs and dying. So, you know. Imagine the clown in the sewer with the balloon makes a cameo from JC1 World. What, Chosen's It Clown? It Clown. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. It's possible, but yeah, probably not. We decided against the circus area because clowns are quite a common phobia, and I don't want to put people off from watching just because there's clowns. Personally, I don't like them, but I don't not like them. I'm just like, I just think clowns are weird. Not scary, they're just weird. Giant steamboats ferrying people over from the mainland. I mean, that's essentially what it's going to be. It's going to be like a ferry type thing as opposed to a cruise liner, right? So yeah, as a paddle steamboat is actually a really good idea. I like that. It will fit in nicely, I think. Need to do that. Right. Just trying to work out what we're going to do next. There's only so much planning you can do before you got to start building, right? So I'm just going to take this chunk of mountain away because we're going to have a building that goes into this. This red one here, in fact. Right, where's my wand? Oh no, it's gone. Clear my inventory. Right, we need another wand. And a destruction core. No, angel wand core. What's this? Exchange wand core. I want to find out what all these things do. Exchange sounds good. It sounds like it does a block replace, which could be very, very handy. Right. So can you put... Can you put multiple things on one wand? Destruction, exchange, angel. You can. Excellent. Right, let's make a few of these. Just because I'm going to keep losing them. Right. Angel core. Place blocks. Place behind blocks and in midair. Construction. Yep. Destruction. Yep. Replaces blocks on the side facing you with the block in your offhand. Aha. Okay. So that'd be good for things like this. So if I had that in my offhand, and then I clicked a button. Fix the radius, though. Did the hat go when you cleared your inventory? Oh, I did. Oh, what? Unbelievable. We're not having that, chat. We're not having that. It's okay. Everything's back in order. Big paddles in the back that would spin look cool? I think so, yeah. A big steamboat would look very cool. Whoa! Bit dust on my mouse, man. So the replacement core thing is cool. But I guess what you'd want to do is section off an area. Because otherwise it's going to spread under these blocks, right? Or would it not spread under the blocks? Ooh. No block selected. Press numpad 7 looking at block. I am. I don't understand. Whoa! Okay, so it does spread outside the area. Good to know. So we do need to put our little barrier back in then. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool, we did get it right. But if we do this, then we can fill in the middle bit a bit easier. Useful to know where the buildings are above you if you do anything below it, though. Huh? I feel like that was in reference to something I may have said like 5 minutes ago. Wand of Symmetry. I forgot all about it again. Oh dear. Right, so now it still goes past. Ridiculous. Well, that's not useless really whatsoever, is it? Let's be honest. That's not useful. Right, so maybe we should just like build out this little middle stone bit, just because we can. How do we want to do our curbs? Ooh. How are we gonna do our paths and roads and things like that? Oh, these are cool. Oh, I like them. Orange slab, citron slab. Oh, they're from Lemon Mates. Oh, that's doppel stuff. Base roof slab. I just want to look at some of these. I mean, these make pretty cool paths. Yeah, I like those. I like those a lot. Maybe we could use these. Just gonna do this and fill the whole area just to see what it looks like with a big area. And then we can change it afterwards because we've got the wand of magicness. So construction core. Boom. Why is it not being contained? This is not helpful. Not helpful at all. Where's my destruction core? Destruction core. It's the only way. Unbelievable. Is it because they weren't full blocks around the edge? I don't need to pick all that up. Is it because they weren't full blocks around the edge? Is there a hotkey for the ones you're using? I don't know. Different colors for different areas? Yeah, basically. So I think it's doing it because it wasn't a full block boundary. That makes sense. So if I was to do this and then place them, it can't escape. So yeah, I'd need to do full blocks. I quite like this brown one though. Let's just design like a little bit of path. Just a little bit of path. And if we get some copycats. Ooh, copycat girders. Fancy. Right, I want copycat bites and I want copycat steps. Where are they? Okay, that was some big thunder. Oh, there goes one of my ones. That's why we have duplicates. Okay, so you can't change those. Bad. So we could do andesite potentially. And then we'd have to do that for the corners. But then it looks a bit bitty, so would you do that for all of them? The entities would go, it's fine. They'll disappear eventually. So if we were to potentially do that as the path, then for the road, I do like a deep slate road, but I feel like we want something tiled, maybe. Ooh, cinnabar. Cobbled or tiled or something, I think would probably potentially maybe look better. Oh my, we can use anything. We can use basically anything. Welcome back, multicoder. Apparently I don't have an unlock command. I'm sure I used to have one. Wonder what happens to that. It's too bricky. It's too noisy next to that one, isn't it? Maybe what we need is literally just some stone. Sorry, some tough variants. So let's get that. Let's get that. Let's get that. We don't want any normal tough because we don't want this area to look rough. Okay, let's get rid of my ones. So one of those, two of those, mostly those. And I reckon stone will actually mix in quite well with this. So let's get a couple of stone as well. Turn on shuffle. Have I actually installed shuffle? Shuffle. Ooh, I have. There we go. So maybe we could do something like this for the road. Let's just mix it up a little bit. These entities are taking ages to despawn. I don't think them ones or them ones are working. They're a bit too harsh compared to the others. I mean, it's the theme park after all. We don't want it to look too worn, do we? Still not sold. What's the theme of the park? It's got many themes. Many, many, many themes in the different areas. Oh, is that the kill entities command? I don't need to run it now, but I will run it now, so that it's on my list for future. So, I'm not liking this path anymore. Looks too harsh. What's all this? Ah, McCaw's roofs, of course. Right, so mud. Just want to see what this looks like. Up against the road. Don't like the curbs. They're not working for me now. See you later, Cratone. Hello, Demand. Theme park theme is theme park themes. That is it. I couldn't have put it better. The first one about theme park. We don't talk about theme park. We always talk about theme park. That's what we do. Right. Is this the one that, like, connects? So ideally, I want my curbs to connect. That one is not connecting. Some of these connect, and I know they do. Can't lie to me. Polished, cut, tough. That one connects. Does it connect in blocks? Aha. Is this the curb we wanted? Oh, now it's too smooth. Why aren't I ever happy? Hydrate. Will do. Right. Let's try something else. Where's my steps? They still connect. It's annoying because I want them to connect here when I put the bike blocks in for the corners, but I still want to have like the individual curb bits, you know? Know what I'm talking about? No. Is tough even the right block to use for this? That's another question. Just do normal bricky curbs. That just looks like the other one we had. Not happy. Andesite casings. Oh, no, I don't think we want to be using those for curbs. Jedi mind trick. This is not the curb you're looking for. It's really not. I mean, this one's not awful, but I don't think it's right. Oh, there's a party going on with those. Any suggestions, anyone? What blocks would make a good curb? I do wonder if we just stick with andesite, you know. I mean, I know they're not going to be perfect in the corners because we're going to have to do that. But honestly, it's not the end of the world. Excuse me. So yeah, it would be like that. Oh god, this bit here will be messy though. It starts to look too messy when it gets like that, doesn't it? Do I have chipped? I do. Do you have a blocking mind? I order of the Queen. What about andesite bricks? I think they're going to be too bitty. Yeah, they'll be too frilly. Eroded andesite. Erosion! They'll be too light. Well, not light enough. Ooh. No. No, that's a weird block, that one. Well, polished andesite is what we've got in at the moment. Chiseled stone. See, that's way too much going on these. Curb might be a bit too decorative. Limestone. Ooh, weathered limestone. Polished cut weathered limestone. Just get a variety of curbs. Oh, actually, that's nice. Ooh, I like that. We're going to have the same problem that we had with the andesite, though, and that it's going to be bitty on the corners. What do we think? Do we like the limestone? Hmm. I mean, that is quite nice, actually. I do quite like that. I think it all works quite nicely. Not so much contrast. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then, as an idea, so I want to think, if we were to go... have a sort of a raised bit there with maybe paths going through the middle. So I did quite like the fountain we had on Last Perfect World as well. Let's do this. And then we put a nice fountain in the middle or something. Work. About. Now we're going to have loads of different wall types and fence types, aren't we? Make it look fancy with the quartz pillar, which is, I think, what we did last time. All these cool wall lights. We've got all sorts of stuff in here. We're going to have loads of fun playing around with this. A wall-mounted table. That just sounds handy. Okay, so if we were to do... See, that doesn't look right to me. Now we need... Quartz down here. So would that work? Then we're going to need extra space to actually put the fence. So we're going to have to do that. We probably don't need fences on the front bit. Then we'll get some grass. Oh, we've got grass roofs. All the fun stuff. We'll put flowers in those. White looks a bit much. I know that detailing comes later, but maybe lodestone compass pointing with the name of the areas on each cardinal direction in an item frame on the ground or by the wall. But it's very bright. It is. Maybe a bit too bright compared to the path that surrounds it. What other walls do we have? Let's try a different wall over here. Let's try it on a bit of this. That definitely works better, doesn't it? So let's just do... Yeah, I think right side looks better than left. What do you reckon? Are there copycat corners for the curb? No, I don't believe so. Like, there's double height ones, but there's not ones that are half that. No. No L-shaped copycats, sadly. Posture check. Sorry. Would a limestone wall work in the center? There isn't a limestone wall. I mean, there's the big ones, but not ones that look fancy. It's the fancy ones we want. Let's just get a bit more of this in. Yeah, that storm getting closer. Guess in the middle you'd have that. These sides are not the same. That's because I haven't put the extra blocks on these bits yet. So that would be the center bit. We've not had a storm in the southeast, only a little rain. I love a good thunderstorm. Same for southwest. I'm in the southwest. Storms are brewing. Storms are brewing. Yeah. I feel like I might want to turn my PC off. Just in case. Just in case. That is sounding like it might be right overhead. The wind's picked up, and I can hear lots of rain as well now. Okay. Let's just quickly replace this wall here. Right, there we go. Now they should all be the same. And that's cool. And then we can put like a statue or something in the middle. Living on the edge. I am at the moment, yeah. Right. Well, I'm pleased with the planning we've done so far today. Hopefully you can all start to see the same vision that I do. So we've got our shops that go around the middle of Main Street here. Well, go around the edge of the entrance area. Then we've got Main Street here. We're going to have Cogsburg over here with a great big roller coaster. That's going to go off into our dystopian cyberpunk area. That's going to go off into our cartoony Little Big Land area. And then this is going to go into our dinosaur and then medieval area with a great big castle on the hill. This is going to be awesome. I'm excited about this. Very excited about this. Hi, Colibri. I'm literally just wrapping up, I'm afraid. You've arrived right at the end. But I'd say for a day's work, that's not a bad bit of planning. Not a bad bit of planning at all. If you did miss it at the start, by the way, the pack is out now. It's on CurseForge. I don't know if it's showing up in the CurseForge launcher yet, but you can get it from the website. Frantically done, exactly, Wibble. There's a link at the top, pinned to the top there, if you want to check it out. Let me know if you come across any problems. As always, let me know if there's things that you'd like to see in the pack that I've forgotten or overlooked. Things like that. That would be good as well. Right, let's have a little look-see. Who's hanging about? Who do we have? Who can we go and say hello to? How about... Oh, Maggie's on. I'll send you over to Maggie. There we go. So if you do want to stick around, go see Maggie Bite. I think she might be on the flight today. Yep, appears to be the flight today. So yeah, if you want more Minecraft, hang around for that. If not, then no. Just hanging out. On Sunday, Perfect World post-production video. It's quite a tech-heavy one. We do lots of farm building, and we do a building towards the end as well. But hopefully you'll enjoy it. Anyway, you've all been absolutely wonderful. I will see you next week at some point. Maybe tomorrow, because I really want to carry on building. But that storm scares me. Right, I'll catch you later. Bye!